Hi, and welcome to another growth module. This growth module is on about training your business development team. So understanding the people that you're attracting to that team, what you're trying to get out of them, and then of course why you would be training them that way. So part of the philosophy and what we work on here is that your business development team are actually salespeople, and I know we've covered this in a couple of other modules, but just reviewing again, what that means is that generally that there's a different type of person that's attracted to a property management role or a business development role. Now, the property management people are a lot more methodic, their systems process, they're often not driven by money, where the business development team is very much a sales orientated team, which means that they're often driven by money, they're driven by the sales and reward recognition cycle, and they're actually motivated about the catch and the kill. So they should actually be salespeople. So you treat them like salespeople and you train them like salespeople. So I would advocate that if you're in a mixed property management department where you have both brokerage and a rental division, is that your property management growth team should actually be sitting with your sales team and training with your sales team. So all the things that your sales team are training on, which is about, closing deals, dealing with objections, how to get buyer buy-in, all that sort of stuff is all around sales processes, which is actually how your growth team should be trained. I wouldn't spend time understanding arrears or knowing how to do a routine inspection or knowing what the lease renewal process is. If you've got a really good business development officer, what they're doing is they're selling your brand, they're selling your company, and they're closing to get a signature on that contract. They're not going to worry anything about the property management. And if the worst case comes to worst and this particular new client wants to talk about property management, then by all means, let's hook them up with someone else that's more closely orientated to the team. And that also works in the sales process. If you show an interest to this new client about saying, well, actually, I'm not the right person to speak to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special effort to bring in one of my senior team members from the property management team, and they'll explain that process to you. So that also works well, but you don't want to tie up your business development team in understanding property management. And in fact, most of the best business developers that I have worked with have been secondhand car salespeople or shoe salespeople, because all they want to do is close. That's the excitement of what they're doing. So as far as how are you training your business development team, keep it very sales orientated. Have them sit near your sales team. Have them attend sales training. We've done a little bit in other modules around the sales meeting. So actually making sure you put new growth stuff into the sales meeting as well as an inclusion to keeping them motivated as part of the sales team. So these are all sorts of things you want to work on. Also about attaching KPIs to that training. So making sure that training is happening regularly through your one-on-ones, making sure that you've documented the training requirements to actually grow and develop in the role, and also looking out for those capability gaps. So making sure that you've actually documented those capability gaps. Do they need more negotiation training? Do they need more closing training? So these are all the sorts of things you need to look at and need to document as part of training your growth team. Thanks.